A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're underway in Atlanta. On the return, here comes St. Down. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Okay, ready?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. We'll go play action. Here's Penix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Third down give to Robinson. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing the fourth down.
The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. We're cobbled together a yard there. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Mayfield now from the gun. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Is complete to Cole. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Baker out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw that. Play sound zone defense. Get that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19.
180!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. Sends this to the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. terrific start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin the season on a high note with a win. Yeah, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But you can't start much better than that.
Dell now to return it. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. At the 20. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Drake London with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
To kick off for Atlanta.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. It's a big strike downfield to Anguka. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Dell now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All my people now. On what I help for the weak, but the dog. Let it get boy for all of us. Now bring out the drums and my homies got me doing that they say wouldn't work. Bring out the
First call here coming from the shotgun. Penix here from the gun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. The 30. Gets the 10. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it to a load of points on the scoreboard. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. No, you're not seeing things incorrectly, folks. You do not need glasses. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on first down. We'll start from the 39. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Penix working from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. It is caught at the 20. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
On the tackle.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons break the tie here in the first. Take down the touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the third time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Coup with the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Young Wei Coup to kick off for Atlanta.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Baker now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Come on, 180! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, watch out!
Third and short, Mayfield. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go!
To the air with Penix. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go now! 1918! Ready?
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be just one step away from that 1st down. They haul him down at the 31.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Ready?
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Go! Cougar 19! Check go!
Another carry for Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. On their own side, but only need an inch or 2 here, so they're going for it.
Cowboy 80!
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Matthew Hayball on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
What's up?
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
Cut.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 1-point game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Dell now to return it. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Penix now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st. They're set up at the 35 now. Penix now on 1st down. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. Drake London with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Koo on now for the extra point. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Great run back. Has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Mayfield set to pass. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard. And you get into passing, known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Falcons going with a dime package here on 3rd down.
Alert! 180! Run.
3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game in analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT. The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins again. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. No throw, 3rd and long. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Buying some time left. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Regular.
Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
Point it right.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And there's a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Once more, it's Mayfield. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and just 2 to go.
Hey, alert! Keys! Okay.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers tie us up 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Jahan! 180!
On the play fake, it's Cousins. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Jahan! 180! Where's Jahan?
Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
180! Where's that?
1st and 10, Cousins. He isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter, and trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on second. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Third and just 2 to go. Trying one here with Robinson. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Cousins. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Third and long, it's Cousins. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Robinson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Here's Cousins now. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Extra point by Kittle is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Buccaneers 28.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
Take over first and 10. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Back to throw it. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Baker. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Throwing again is Baker. Here comes the screen for ETN. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. On the left half, this would be 43 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points. And able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Cousins now off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
We're on here with Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Cousins. Throw right side. Caught by Mooney. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still Brock not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. 1st down and more past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They get 18 yards Robinson, a new set of downs.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's second and 12. Staying with Robinson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on third, Cousins. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. So now on fourth down, the Falcons elected to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Culp with the catch. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass, into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Baker now from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should.
And he hauls it in for a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers take a third quarter lead. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point.
Chase McLaughlin binding up for the point after.
Get off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to take this return out of bounds. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air, Cousins. Taking a deep shot here. And it looks great flying through the air, bro. But problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
That one's caught by Mooney. Will take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's back. It's Robinson. And this one doesn't go far.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Cousins throwing again. Look at that power, deep left side. It is caught at the 20. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Drake London with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Buccaneers, 38.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. On him quick, and they bring him down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Run. Hey!
Throwing, Baker. Hits him on the out route. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Dumps it off to his running back. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out!
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Cool with the extra point. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
Score, Falcons 49, Buccaneers 38.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Rolling left, buying some time. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
180! What's up?
Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 29.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
What's up?
Here's Baker to throw. It is caught left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 7.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Flushed out now to his left. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. No gain on 1st down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Baker now. Finds him over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Mayfield looking to throw on his 3rd and 1. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So it brings up 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. The time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. Thought they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now an inside give to Carter. Nice cut back right, creating some room here. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. They run it again with Carter. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 25-yard line.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Throwing his Cousins. Has some room to work. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
One right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 18.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And here with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Check this one down to Etienne. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Let's go.
Offense in a hurry up here. First down, here's Baker. It's a big strike downfield to Agbuka. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Falcons cover up the kick. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
gets it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. Tampa spends its second timeout now. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Carter again. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. There goes as a 4-yard pickoff, and it gets him a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons looking like they'll start this season with a win. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They pick the handoff. Now Cousins. Complete out to the right. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Extra point by Kuhn is up and good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead.
Buccaneers 46.
Kuhn all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Trying to push deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
2nd down, Mayfield to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Baker now from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Drops to a knee here. Only one more timeout for that defense to burn and preserve some clock. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.